The Haunted Hamburger, written by David LaRochelle and illustrations by Paul Meisel. One day, your Uncle Ned was flying down the street. "I'm in a mood to scare somebody," he said. He saw an old man reading the newspaper. "Ha! That old man should be easy to scare. Boo!" "Is it Halloween already?" asked the old man. "What a cute costume!" He patted Uncle Ned on the head and gave him a gumdrop. Uncle Ned flew away. He didn't like gumdrops, and he did not like to be called cute. He saw a teenager walking down the sidewalk. "I'm going to scare the pants off that teenager," said Uncle Ned. "Boo!" "Hey, that is my favorite song," said the teenager. "Boo, boo, bam, boo, boo, bam, boo, 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 bam." Uncle Ned covered his ears and flew away. He hated music. He spotted an open window and flew inside. Lying in a crib was a little baby. "At last, I found someone I can scare," he said. "Boo!" Baby opened her eyes. "Boo!" The baby opened her mouth. "Boo!" The baby reached out her tiny hands. She grabbed Uncle Ned and began sucking on his sheet. "Stop that!" screamed Uncle Ned. The baby began to cry. Your Uncle Ned had never heard such a terrible noise. It was even worse than the teenagers singing. He flew into an open drawer to hide from the crying baby. While he was hiding, he heard someone walk into the room. "Oh, poor baby," said the someone. "I bet you need to be changed." "Good," thought Uncle Ned. "I hope they changed that awful baby into a toad or a snake." But that is not what happened. A hand reached into the drawer, grabbed Uncle Ned by his sheet, and before he could fly away, your uncle had become a diaper. The Haunted Hamburger. Your cousin Nell was a boastful ghost, Father Ghost said. "I'm the fastest ghost in the world," said Nell. "I'm the smartest ghost in the world. I'm the scariest ghost in the world." "Big deal," said her friend Lulu. "I know someone who is faster, smarter, and scarier than you. His name is the Haunted Hamburger. He lives in the dark forest. Why don't you go see him for yourself? Unless you're too afraid." "I'm not afraid of anything," said Nell. "I'm the bravest ghost in the world." So Nell flew off to the dark forest to find the Haunted Hamburger. "Haunted Hamburger, where are you?" she called. There was no answer. "I bet that hamburger is too afraid to come out. He knows that I'm faster, smarter, and scarier than he is." She was about to fly home when she passed a stump. Sitting on the stump was a hamburger. "Are you the Haunted Hamburger?" asked Nell. The hamburger didn't answer. "That hamburger is so stuck up, he won't even talk to me," said Nell. "I'll teach him a lesson." "Let's race to the hollow log at the edge of the forest. Whoever returns to the stump first will be the winner. On your mark, get set, go!" Cousin Nell took off. She flew under the trees and over the rocks. When she reached the hollow log, she smiled. "I know I'm faster than a hamburger," she thought. But when she returned to the stump, the hamburger was already there. How did you get to the log and back so soon?" panted Nell. The hamburger was not even out of breath. "Okay, hamburger, maybe you are faster, but I know that I am smarter. Owl, wake up. Ask each of us a math question. We'll see who is smarter than who." The owl stretched his wings and yawned. "Oh, what is 7 plus 6? He asked Nell. Cousin Nell scribbled some numbers in the dirt. She scratched her head and she counted on her fingers. "Well, that's easy," she said. 7 plus 6 is 452. "Wrong," said the owl. 7 plus 6 is 13. He looked at the hamburger. "Now it is your turn. How much is 12 minus 12? The hamburger just sat there. "That is correct," said the owl. "What? How can that be correct?" asked Nell. "The hamburger said nothing." 12 minus 12 is nothing," said the owl. "The hamburger wins." Cousin Nell was so mad that she jumped up and down. Okay, Hamburger, maybe you are faster than I am. Maybe you are smarter than I am. But you are not scarier than I am. Look at this. Cousin Nell crossed her eyes. She pulled her ears. She stuck out her tongue and she wiggled her nose. See if you can make a scarier face than that, Mr. Haunted Hamburger. The hamburger did not move. Are you too scared to even try? She lifted off the top of the bun to make sure that the haunted hamburger was listening. Cousin Nell gasped. She had never seen anything so terrifying in her life. The hamburger had 2 round eyes as green as pickles. He had a wide, squiggly mouth as yellow as mustard, and he had wet, bloody cheeks as red as ketchup. "Mommy!" screamed Nell. She flew back home and hid beneath the table. She did not come out for over 2 weeks, and Cousin Nell was never a boastful ghost again. The end. The big, the bad granny. When I was a little ghost, I never wanted to go to bed. "Watch out," warned my father. "If you don't go to bed, you might get a visit from the big bad granny. She's a horrible monster with long, skinny arms, sharp, pointy fingernails, and terrible, terrible big red lips." I didn't believe him. No one could be that scary. When my father went to sleep, I climbed out of my bed. I jumped on the chair and swung from the light. "I am never going to bed," I sang. Thump, thump, thump. Someone was coming up the stairs. I bet it's just our cat, I thought. Hee 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 hee. Someone was laughing in the hall. I bet it's just a mouse, I thought. Click, click. The handle to my bedroom door began to turn. "Father, is that you?" I asked. The door flew open. It was the big bad granny. The big bad granny chased me around my room. She caught me in her long skinny arms and hugged me until my face turned blue. Then the big bad granny wiggled her sharp pointy fingernails. She tickled me up and down until my face turned purple. Finally, the big bad granny did the most horrible thing of all. She smiled her big bad smile and licked her big red lips. "Don't do it, don't do it," I cried. But the big bad granny kissed me. She kissed my nose, she kissed my ears, she kissed my neck, she even kissed my elbows. I was covered in lipstick for weeks. The end.